It's President's Day. Here's the top 5 reasons why your favorite president, Donald Trump, is trending today.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cafe, he's in our air.
Number 1 reason Trump is trending today, it is President's Day. Happy President Day to President Donald Trump, who is the greatest president of all time. The GOAT was seen earlier today getting out of the beast to greet some of the supporters that were lined up to cheer him on, celebrating their favorite president and the greatest president to have ever lived. The White House put out this post on Twitter today. Happy President's Day, Mr. President. And they quoted him, "They're not after me, they're after you. I'm just standing in the way." And they have a picture of his mugshot and the picture of his presidential portrait, being President 47. For those of us who love him, it's been such a journey to watch, from the ride down the escalator to the attacks from the deep state, the impeachments, raiding his house, arresting him, getting the mugshot. You got him working at McDonald's, being the garbage man, his triumphant return to Washington, D.C., smoking Kamala Harris in the election on November 5th. He is the people's president, and we are reminded of that each and every day. Number 2 reason Trump is trending today, there was a horrific plane crash in Canada today in Toronto, and NBC News was quick to blame you-know-who, President Donald Trump, for this. NBC News' Tom Costello quick to point out, Trump with the FAA cuts, we can't help but think if this had something to do with it. Bro, this thing happened in Canada with air traffic controllers from Canada. Had nothing to do with the United States as far. And by the way, too, God bless all these people that were on this plane. I hope everybody survives. I think they have one in critical. But where is this thing landing? On a hockey field? I mean, this thing looks like it's just landing on a sheet of ice that's out there. And the plane is completely flipped upside down in 70-mile-an-hour winds. They're trying to land this thing on an igloo. Here's a video here, first person, from a guy getting out of the plane. If this was me, it would be the vlog, my first video of me. Alec takes the bus. I'd be saying, here's the last plane I ever flew on. But it's amazing that these people all got out, most of them all unscathed. And by the way, you have all these airplane incidents happening. Notice, nothing about Spirit Airlines, right? Everyone gets down on Spirit Airlines. I fly them quite a bit. The Spirit Airlines might be the safest plane in the sky right now. Now, Pete Buttigieg had to chime in here, the failed and disgraced ex-transportation secretary. He puts on Twitter, the flying public need answers. How many FAA personnel were just fired? What positions and why? Again, this has nothing to do with FAA people in the United States. It happened in Canada. So Sean Duffy, the current Secretary of Transportation, quote tweeted Pete Buttigieg, who spent the majority of his time on paternity leave when he was the secretary. Sean Duffy says, Mayor Pete failed for 4 years to address the air traffic controller shortage and upgrade our outdated World War II era air traffic control system. In less than 4 weeks, we have already begun to process and are engaging the smartest minds in the entire world. So the Democrats and the media will never allow a good tragedy to go to waste, finding a way to try to blame it on President Donald Trump and his administration. Number 3 reason Trump is trending today, Saturday Night Live has been celebrating their 50-year anniversary, and they had Tom Hanks doing a skit mocking Trump supporters, mocking Christians. Here he is doing this skit, wearing a MAGA hat, making fun of the fact that people should be going to church, and then being afraid of the black man that's there hosting the show. They call it Black Jeopardy, whatever the skit is, the unfunny Saturday Night Live, which went down the toilet once they became completely woke. But here's Tom Hanks now portraying a MAGA supporter, being afraid of and being a very racist person. And of course, they completely are out of touch because more black people voted for Donald Trump than any other Republican president in history just this past November. Black people have rejected the idea that they belong to the Democrat Party, which has, by the way, failed them at every single metric across the board. They have provided 0 for the black community. But yet, the white liberals, like Tom Hanks, they're the savior to the black community, and they have to show them just how racist the Trump supporters are. Meanwhile, it's Donald Trump that's done more for the black community than any Democrat president has done. Number 4 reason Trump is trending today, Elon Musk and Doge have uncovered this unbelievable Social Security numbers that are coming up here with people that are eligible. First of all, the people eligible for Social Security add up to 394 million, while our population is only 334 million. But look at the age ranges in these brackets of people that are currently in the Social Security system. And the ages from 100 plus, you have people 150 to 159 years of age, 1,345,000 people. that are age 150 to 159. Where these people, you got people all the way up to 360 years of age that are currently in the Social Security system. The money is going out the window. The whole thing has been a scam. The amount of thievery that's going to be uncovered by Donald Trump, Doge, and Elon Musk is going to really, we're only a month into this entire thing and just a few weeks into it with Doge. When they actually dig in and give us the real deal numbers of what the hell has been going on, it is going to change history in this country because we have been robbed. The taxpayers in this country have been robbed and bamboozled. And I pray to God we get to the bottom of it quickly. And maybe we can get a refund on some of this stuff. Number 5 reason Trump is trending today. Disgraced journalist Jim Acosta calls for news organizations to band together and boycott the Trump administration. Who in the world is Jim Acosta kidding? Donald Trump has been carrying the news organizations for the last 8 years minimum. The media has nothing to talk about other than President Donald Trump. They couldn't even get a word out of Joe Biden for 4 years. The guy mumbled and bumbled and stumbled his way through 4 years of presidency, didn't give them any material. Trump, just a month in, has given more press access than Biden did in 4 years. Here's Jim Acosta, who got fired or they quit from CNN because they put him on the graveyard shift because he sucked. He's saying, we should boycott the Trump administration, mainstream media. Mainstream media is out. Mainstream media will be toasted in the next 4 years. They're going to be irrelevant. It's the podcasters. It's the people on X right now, the independent journalists that are taking over, and people trust more than they do the mainstream media. And you know who trusts CNN the least? It's the Democrats that have been listening to them for the last 8 years, telling them the beginning of the end. Trump is out. He's never going to be president again. Trump's impeached. They've been lying to these people for so long, they've tuned them out. That's why the numbers have tanked and nobody is tuning in. So here comes Jim Acosta talking about boycotting Trump. He's the only thing keeping you guys afloat right now. You try talking about something else, nobody will be tuning into that shit network. Donald Trump has dominated the media. He coined them the term fake news media, which is exactly what they are. He owns the media. They have the Trump derangement syndrome, and the mainstream media will just wither away eventually. All right, so those are the reasons I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed these breakdowns, make sure you subscribe to the podcast so you can hear the top 5 reasons why Trump is trending each and every day.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cat babies in our air.